Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today's map is slick and polished and clean and crisp with a really good flowing network as well. But that's not what makes this map stand out. The defining feature is a specific feature. Yeah, it's the best version of this sort of feature that I have ever seen in any WhatMap show ever. It's outstanding, but we'll get to that in the second half of the show. Before we do that though, and before we start the show, I've got a new Monday morning feature that we'll be doing every single Monday, and that is a playlist of the week. It'll be Seal of Approval winners sometime, but I thought that we'd start off with one of the best creators of them all, Sidai. All of their maps in one playlist, in the top right hand corner of your screen now, and in the description as well. Don't let me have to remind you. Now, speaking of reminders, that's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Barbary Coast by Eggsy. Eggsy is back. We did them not so long ago, and they are definitely an up-and-coming, crisp quality creator. There's your start square. That looks very usable to me. Very happy with that. Definitely would build on that. Plenty of space. The terrain heights, it's all actually hand created. No terrain party here. So those mountains are pretty good for hand drawn. Resources, bold and strong. Definitely usable again. So we should be liking that. And then if you have Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, it looks like this. A good mix of styles of fishing going on there. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today, so there's good news there for those of you that don't have the DLC. We'll be using the Lavianti 2.0 theme and the Relight Average LUT. There are some Relight and Ultimate Eye Candy settings, but I'm not going to go through those. Network Extensions 2 is there, you will need that, and also the Railway Replacer mod. Other than that is just a few subscriptions, a few rocks, and a couple of bridges, and a little bit of foliage as well. So there's that's it. That's all you're going to need for today's map. Oh, a couple more bits at the bottom there, and we're off. We're down to ground level. Now, one thing that I found with this map, and I don't know if I'm going to see this with any other maps this week, I found it a little bit laggy. And I don't know if that's just because maybe I've got the detail settings wrong, because normally I'd say I don't ever tweak the detail settings, but I did have to uninstall and reinstall all the mods recently, so maybe that's what's causing the lag on it. But I just found the frame rate had dropped right off. So if you find the camera work just a little bit worse than usual, I know how bad it can be sometimes, then I have actually done the flyby at a very slow speed and then sped the camera up twice as fast as I would normally do for the actual playback. But yes, I found it very laggy indeed. And again, it's probably not that. On top of that, I was having trouble with the clouds and fog toggler again. It took me a lot of tweaking around to actually get the actual edge of fog switched off. Way more time than I wanted to admit. Most of today's production time is spent trying to switch the fog off and restarting the game and then switching the fog off again. First intersection, yeah, looks very nice, doesn't it? Look at the jerky camera, me trying to get the camera to play smoothly. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The lane merging could be a little bit more polished, but it's still good. It's 2 into 2, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's possibly just the next level of finesse where the roads going absolutely slick would be nice, but you can't always have everything, and the quality is still good. So we're not talking about 2 stars or anything like that. Bridges, a little bit wibbly wobbly on the bridge, but it's not horrific. And we've got a dry river. I do like this dry river. That is a very nicely drawn out dry river there. We'll be looking more into these like little featurettes and whatever. We'll check them out in the second half of the show. There's plenty of things to be checking out later on. We're going a bit of a long way around to get to the start square here. I thought this part of the map here It's kind of out of the way. There are some pre-built start square. Oh, nice bridge here, by the way. I'm digging this work here. I can see stuff in here that I would say, oh, I'm not so sure about that. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. So I'm going to give credit for that one. But yes, yeah, we've got a potential start position over here. This is, I'd say, a long way from the start square. Right there, that would be that'd be somewhere to get started. But yeah, we're right round the other side of the map at the moment, and I can actually see most people who play this particular map won't actually be doing that much around here, because you have to really, well, go out of your way to get here. Now, rail over road, but what we got here is probably the biggest detailing flaw with the whole map, is we've got a nice pillar there, and then we've got a big old gap here with no pillars right the way across the highways, across the other side. Now, if I use move it to click and drag and over the whole area, you can make out a pillar there, which is missing, a pillar here, which is missing, and a pillar here. Manually replacing those pillars wouldn't be a huge job and would make it just look a little bit more realistic. But again, as that is out of the way of the whole map, I mean, that's probably the least, the last place you're going to get to if you're building a city. And you may have given up by then because, you know, get distracted and just want to do something new. See a new, shiny new map. Ooh, shiny new map. Shiny intersection, like that. But yes, you find the shiny new map and you start a new city build if you're anything like most of us. And so, yeah, so you probably won't get to that area. A little bit of elevation there on the rail going into the tunnel on the left-hand side. We won't be coming back this way, so we'll just ignore it. And we'll carry on with the highway over here to this intersection, which we're going to scooch right over. This is the highway that we started on here, by the way. Nice intersection again. That's pretty glorious going on there. And that carries on up and over a bridge, which we're going to come to later, because that's off to the edge of the map there. But we need to come this way to get to the start square. And so don't worry, we will check that bridge out. It's a good bridge. In fact, they're all good bridges. Guess good bridge work today. There is. Now you probably make out some sort of structure in the middle distance there. We'll take a little left and go and have a look at that. I think you know there's going to be some singing involved, so start clearing your vocals. That's the one. Good looking roundabout there. What's that? 4 lanes going into 3 though. And then we have everybody's favourite factories. 2 of them there. And yeah, clean and crisp. That's the thing with the map. This map, it is clean and crisp through and through. Now we've got a dead end here, and if we imagine driving through and on, you can connect over here, so you can build your own tunnel through there, I guess. And then we've got another little roundabout going on here, which is again clean and crisp, pretty nice. And somewhere, oh, we haven't quite made it to the start square. The start square's up there. Hang on, a bit further. I thought we were there. We're not yet. Should be an asset right there as well. Maybe not. Maybe it's my imagination. Anyway, here's your start square intersection. This is pretty nice. Couple of dumbles. Pretty nice up and over road bridge there. And yeah, it looks good to me. And there's your start square, which means only one thing. It's the asset of the day. This is nice. This is the Aguaju Garden Hotel by Redmi. We come in here and there's a sign on the side of the building there as well. There's a sign on the side of the building at the side as well. It's all very nice. This is a 5-star building. Oh, it's built in 1985. Did read the description. Built in 1985 and yeah, used by all the top businessmen. So lovely. Factoids, because factoids, let's just do a quick one today. Turtles. Not the mutant ones, regular ones. As a species, are about 275 million years old. Not sure what they were before turtles, though. Probably not chimps. Anyway, there you go, today's factoid of the day. Now, the Guangzhou Garden Hotel. The only grumble I have with this, and I'm not an asset creator, is this badge here right on the side of the building. Sorry, janky camera. There you go. It's actually hovering out from the building. Nothing holding that in place. But other than that, I really like it. By Redmi. I'll say that again. By Redmi. There you go. Yes, way better an asset than I could ever create. But yeah, if you watch this Redmi, there's a slightly a sign sticking off the side of your building that just needs moving in a little bit. I guess it's not the hardest thing to fix. I say I guess because I don't know for sure, but I imagine from my little bit of playing about a blender, it's not going to be the world's biggest job. Barbary Coast, back to Barbary Coast by Eggsy. Nice bridge. Told you, good bridge work. Every bit of bridge work on today's map is very slick and tidy indeed, other than the rail bridge with the missing pillars. Speaking of rail, we're going to be heading down the rail on the right hand side here. Liking the way that the roads and the rails have got lined by these this just helped to accent the actual road and rail lines. Just makes it pop a little bit, which is nice. Heading through here underground, coming back overground. We are railing free. Those of you in the UK will know what I'm talking about there. Underground, overground, the railing free. We've got a little Y junction going on here, and then down across again, lined by the trees. I guess it just helps to break up the environment a little bit, and that's nice. Fairly nicely detailed intersection here as well with the trees. Just enough foliage to make it pop again. And I'm not entirely sure where we're going to go with the rail here. I mean, we could head off the edge of the map, but I'm probably going to take a wrong turning. But again, it's solid work. Where did that come out? Oh, it's over here. It's good solid work, and I've got no complaints really with the networking. Should work very nicely indeed. Saw a couple of comments, I think, about no traffic emerging. I suspect that's because if you're watching this, you don't have network extensions 2 enabled in the content manager. Make sure that you have that enabled. Otherwise, yes, you will have no traffic, because you're going to have parts of the map without any roads, and you kind of need roads for your traffic to get to your start square. So yes, yeah, if you're ever having any problems, always read the description, and obviously watch what's map, because clearly sometimes creators will forget to put things into the description. It does happen. It does happen more than we'd like to admit. So yes, mistakes happen. Hey, listen, I make plenty of them, as devout viewers will know. Anyway, where we got here? We got the rail. I was going to point out the rail. We've got the vanilla rail here, and of course we've got the railway replacer mods to enable us to have these bridges. And see how the textures change between the vanilla and the railway replacer mod. I would have quite liked to have had railway replacer mod rail across the map. If you're going to have it, have it. That's what I say. Anyway, let's have something else. Let's have an intermission.
Don't be shy, 'cause I think you're beautiful, and I won't let you forget it. Don't be late, but I'll wait, and life won't bring you down too far, 'cause I just won't let it.
That's right, join us over on Patreon. We've got a nice little society going on over there. And more things coming very soon as well on YouTube, so keep your eye open. Meanwhile, back at Barbary Coast by Eggsy, we've got a shipping route that follows a nice route. In fact, it's a very nice shipping route. Not only that, we have these little shipping junctions with little Ys on them there as well. They all look very good indeed. Very happy. In fact, very good shipping route. I'm going to say it. It's very good. It's the right distance away from the coast, and it follows the route, and you can get to every part of your coastline with it. So credit where it's due, and there is credit due. Water flow, if you need water flow for your start square, we've got working rivers, and you can see we've got plenty of motion, and it's deep enough, and it pours out into the ocean like that, and it all takes away as well. It's good. Again, very good. Nothing to complain about. The map as a whole is good. This is your start square area down here where you've got, loving the beaches and cliff work, especially around this area as well. The theme Laviante 2.0, that was Arnold J. Rimmer, whatever is it, I can't remember his name. Arnold J. Rimmer, you know you are. Yes, it's a great theme. Great theme. We're using the Relight Average LUT, and they work together really well to give a really crisp, strong looking map. Rivers, yeah, they're not the most polished rivers, but they're better than many. They're better than many we've seen. Okay, this is Fantasy River. Okay, we've got rivers pouring into this lake. It's an interesting looking lake. It's got to overflow at some point and go somewhere, but it doesn't, clearly, because it's Cities Skylines fantasy. But it's what's been done is actually very good. I'd like to see some proof of where that might go in the future. And a bit of interesting detailing here going on as well, which is, well, the road ends, okay, and then, well, the road completely disappears completely. It's completely gone. It's completely wiped out by something. Not entirely sure about some of the routes of this old road, and the slope on the, yeah, it's like, okay, maybe landsliders wiped that out possibly. And then this follows around. It goes into a tunnel, or what used to be a tunnel. Okay, again, it's creative work. I'll let that be. Yeah, that's all good. But where would that have come out? There's my question. And the answer is, well, it looks like it might be up here, yeah? Well, that's actually one of those dry rivers that I was saying how beautifully done it was. It goes out down to the coast there. Maybe there would be the place to go. I don't really understand. I think that'd be a clue as to where it would come out. I mean, there's that buildable area there, but where would it come out? I don't know. Oh, we do have a quarry. I'm not sure about this circular quarry in this part of the mountain. It's nicely done. I don't know whether I'm... Yeah, I mean, it's nicely done. I probably would have gone with something more to the shape of the actual valley. But again, can't fault it, really. And then we've got this bridge, and again, it's good, solid bridge work. It's not my favourite bridges of all the bridges on the workshop, but it's still a very good bridge, and it's been used very well indeed. And certainly better than vanilla bridges, so credit for that. Then we have this feature that I've been building up to. My goodness, this feature we've been building up to. This is a castle. Ooh, it's a castle. I've got to say, ooh, it's a castle, so people know it's a castle. We have this ornamental entrance gate, lovely here. And you have a look at the wall on this side. Wall matches into the tower over here. Got a little bit of a gap between the wall and the tower there that just doesn't quite match up. Everything else looks pretty good, though. In fact, if anything, that is the worst part of the entire castle, the bit of wall that doesn't match up with the tower. Then this is all very nicely done again. We lead down towards the moat, and then we have a castle on its own island. Oh, before we get to that, we do have a little car park area. Of course, you have a car park. And a few abandoned cars all right by each other right there. I probably would spread them out a little bit across the car park. But yeah, hey, listen, it's just a nod to a car park, okay? Then we have the public footpath across into the castle grounds. And we have a little garden, a castle garden. The castle garden, again, looks very crisp and clean. A lot of time's been spent on this island. I think most of the time of the map's been spent on this island, actually. Because this castle would have taken forever and a day. Now, thank you very much, Eggsy, for the Union flag. Do love the Union flag. Flag of the Union. Wonder how much longer we'll actually have a union, but flag of the Union, thank you very much. And then through the gate, which you may recognise as being bridge pillars. And we've got, a little Japanese, it's a sushi bar or something there. Yeah, a little sushi takeaway. And a Mr. Whippy. That's British through and through. Anyway, the castle, it's splendid. It's very splendid indeed. Especially when you consider that it's basically made up of gun turrets, which has been done very nicely. And all the brickwork, all of these are bridge pillars, along with footpaths. Let me move it and show you. Bridge pillar, yeah. Bridge pillar. No, hang on, switch to that. Bridge pillar, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any more? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I've hardly made a dent. I've no idea how many bridge pillars are involved in the making of this castle. But there's definitely more than 13. But it's exceptional. It is absolutely exceptional. I cannot condone using so many bridge pillars to make such a big thing in a map. But it's been done so well that I condone it, okay? Anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Use the I button now in the top right corner of your screen. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, it's very nice. I don't think it's outstanding. I think, on the whole, if you take away the features, it's okay. The features do make it very nice indeed, but I don't feel I can quite give it a 4th star. I'm going to go for a very high 3. Detailing, on the whole, very strong indeed. Let's put it this way. There's nothing really wrong with the map. There's hardly anything. I mean, 1 or 2 missing pillars on the rail, and that's basically all. And a tunnel which was slightly elevated. Slightly. It's still good through and through. I'm going to give this one a medium-low 4, because it just needs to come together a little bit more. It's good quality work, just need more of it. Yeah. Gameplay potential, I think we're going to go the same, a medium low 4. Playable, definitely through and through. 4 stars is a good score, always a good score. But Barbary Coast by Eggsy, it's all about that castle. It's not about the gameplay, it's not about the networking, it's not about the beaches. It's about the castle. Ooh, it's a freaking nice one. Well done, Eggsy. Well done indeed. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, for joining me for another What's Map. If you're still watching, you are heavily involved. Use the word of the day into the comments, and you're part of our secret society for doing so. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another What's Map. Have a great day.